So where are we today then, Pauline?
Today, Andrew, we're at Beamish Musesm.
Yeah, we've just come and checked in. Pretty simple process. We checked in online and it was £33. It is much better if you do check in online. It's quicker process getting through. Took us literally about 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was a big queue, but straight in.
Yeah, so come on, we'll show you around. Just on the wall behind us here, this is the start of Beamish Musesm that takes you all the way through the years to where we are to date. Just over there. And I actually thought that that woman there was real. It's a cardboard cutout. So yeah, it's good to go all the way through this and just basically see how Beamish was formed. Yeah, so there's lots of old signs when you come in and also a map of the whole of Beamish.
So you want to look at these beauties. There's trams and there's old-fashioned buses that you can get a lift into town with.
Look at that. See bins on the front of there? Shop at bins.
Do you have a ride on one?
Oh, well then we'll jump on one, eh?
Yeah, just for the experience.
Also, when you come in, there is maps at the entrance, and we forgot to get one.
And it's about a 3.5 mile walk round, but we just want to have a go on these because we like big kids.
Yeah. Right, okay, so this behind us is a place that's quite close to my heart. It's actually from the village where I was born and grew up, Hetton le Hole. It's the Hetton Silver Band. And what we'll do is we'll show you exactly, we'll go back to Hetton and show you where this used to be situated. Yeah, so the Silver Band Hall that you see in Beamish was here, and it was built there in 1912 and it was took down in 2009, and that's now obviously what you see in Beamish, and it formed with a local brass band for the Durham Miners Gala Association. I just don't think they couldn't get the funds, so it was took down brick by brick. And it's a shame because it was a big part of the heritage here in Hetton le Hole. They took it down brick by brick and they brought it to Beamish Musesm along with Francis Street, which is the old colliery houses just along here. So we're going to walk along and show you. For those you know from the northeast, originally from a pit village, and we find a lot of the houses and buildings that have been knocked down from the pit villages have been brought here, and also the same for you.
It is. The Sun Inn, the pub, is from my hometown of Bishop Auckland, so we're going to show you that later on as well.
So we'll quickly have a look in here and we'll show you around. This does bring back memories.
Can you remember this?
Yeah.
Can you? Well, you're old now, aren't you? So.
Yeah.
West Auckland.
We did just have the Miners Gala in Durham, and if anybody hasn't been there before, the Miners Gala is a brilliant day out in Durham. Highly recommend it. And them are the pit banners that you see displayed. And that one up there is for the Leasington Thorn Lodge, sorry. There's your Labour Party signs, staunch back in the day, Labour.
So there's Hetton, Silver Band in all the glory.
Back in the day, yeah. 1906, that is. Little pumpy out the back there. Hope we don't get a copyright. And obviously back in the day it was very, very common to have outhouses out the back of these. Probably as a toilet and storage for coal, stuff like that. They're locked, so see if we can get in this one. No, they're locked.
We had an outside toilet in our old house when I was little.
Did anybody in the comments have an outside toilet? Let us know. And what was it like?
So we're going to have a look in the old school hall. It says Beamish School Board 1891.
And we'll see if the kids of today could go back and go to school like the past of what this is now. So Pauline, seeing all the old...
Yeah, all the old benches and the desks for the ink pots.
So yeah, as we sit down here, you're going to take a seat?
I am. This will be the longest I've ever been in school in my entire life.
So that's where the ink pots were? Is that right?
Yeah.
Then that's where the board was at the front. And there's a couple of the teachers there. It's fascinating.
Do you know what? I've always wondered what the inside of a fly looks like.
Well, now you do know.
I know. Some that old, Andre. I can remember the little kids' sinks like these when I was at school.
Really?
Yeah.
I bet you used to play with them and all, did you?
No, but I'm good at him now.
It's in the hula hoops there, Pauline.
Well, I think you used a stick like the metal ones out there.
Right. Yeah, so this is Francis Street. This again was originally from Hetton le Hole in the old miners' cottages. And you can see out here, there's the old pigeon cree. This is what they used to do back in the day, didn't they? They used to grow
greenhouses.
They used to grow a bit of everything, didn't they?
Yeah.
We're going to have a walk around and have a look and show you how they used to live. And then again, we will try and get back to Hetton and show you exactly where this used to be. They took them down brick by brick and they've been here for years now. Now, Francis Street, I'm led to believe, was somewhere in this location of Hetton le Hole. This was the area, and you can see they've built a lot of townhouses. There's a care home there. But this was the route round into this area where Francis Street used to be. They were took down brick by brick in 1976, I think it was. And this is a stone's throw away from where the Silver Hall, the band hall is. And probably, yeah, a good quarter of a mile, half a mile walk up to where the Colliery Appleton is, just at the top. Let's say the miners were given them houses to live in back in the day. My granddad would have been over there with these, look at them.
The beauts, aren't they?
Absolute beauty. Some red cabbage there. Cabbage. Got some broccoli.
Were they melon or pumpkins?
Got some pumpkins, I think.
Ah.
There'll be melons, won't there?
Look at the size of them onions, Andre.
Wow. The beauties there, aren't they?
Yeah. Lettuce.
Some radish. some carrots.
They knew how to grow on their own gear, didn't they?
There's some swede. Is swede turnip? There's a lady sat through there. Look at the old clock. Are you doing your homework? So what was this place then? What was it?
Well, this would have been the colliery office, so it was very typical at the turn of the century that the smaller collieries like this one would have had a colliery office at the end of the street of houses that the miners.
Right.
Yeah.
And this front desk is basically the pay office. So
Right.
miners would come in here every 2 weeks. They would grab shout out the number. The wages would have already all been made up. So
Yeah.
725, for example, and then the clerk would come over and tip the coins out. And then it would be up to the miner to count it, and he would open the ledger book as well to see if he owed anything, because if they use any tools down the mine, any explosives and things like that, it comes out of their own wages.
Really?
And they've got to pay the mine owner back for the materials that they've used to dig out the coal that he's getting money for.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
And if the money wasn't correct, they would get it checked there and then, because if they left and got outside and was like actually a shilling short, it wouldn't be dealt with when it came
Yeah.
back in, because it has to be done in front of the clerk.
This is what we call a Newcastle range. The one in number 3 is much more state of the art. that came later. But when they were all built in Hetton le Hole, this is what they all had.
It's outside toilet.
There you go.
And there's the newspaper.
Alright. But you've been in a few of them in your time, have you?
I can remember going in one of these.
My dad used to give my sister and I 9pence each and 6p to get in and for a lolly.
Yeah, well, you'll like it then, you'll see, it'll bring back memories.
It will.
Lovely.
Eat out and beef for Hetton le Hole.
Pigeon.
See, that's
Nice.
a lot more state of the art, that one, isn't it, than the one next door?
She said, yeah.
Yeah. It's nice and warm in here, mind, isn't it?
Well, I've been making sort of, it's warm.
Have you? What are you making?
I've made some cheese scones.
Have you?
Oh, lovely.
When I've got my bread screwed, I'm going to put some bread in.
Oh, brilliant. That's state of the art, that one, isn't it?
It is.
Is this the one that came from the house in Hetton le Hole?
All of the houses came from Hetton, but it's, you know, it's dated 1911.
Right.
The houses originally had these sort of fireplaces,
Yeah.
one to either side.
Yeah.
The
Real
family that
skills.
lived here would have spent their own money on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been a fortune back in the day, that I bet.
Oh, I mean, so many of them were just ripped out and skipped, you know.
Yeah.
If you wanted one in today, it cost you a bit.
Yeah, definitely.
That's my washing machine, that is. That's a potty.
Nice to be.
You've got to show your little ones to use the potty.
How many do you think people used to live in these, like the
Well,
families?
Each of the houses have got a different story because
Yeah.
it reflects the different sort of families that are here. So in this house, these are Irish Catholics, second generation Irish Catholic in here. So there's a miner and his wife, 10 children. which is
10 children?
Average for 1913.
Yeah.
And the in-laws as well. So there's 14 people in this house.
14 people? Wow.
The old proddy mats.
Yeah.
Used to make them.
Yeah.
And then I wonder if that's a communal, like bread baking oven. They used to have them in certain places, didn't they?
Yeah, so they all used to congregate around and
Yeah, everyone just used it to cook the bread there.
it's been hard times back in the day, I reckon.
Yeah.
We were just saying there, I probably had, I don't know, I mean, I don't know the history of what I reckon. I had some family members at one point probably lived in one of these colliery houses, because all of my family, my dad, my granddad, great-granddad, they were all pitmen. And that's why they built these houses, for people like them, you know. To be fair, my dad still lives in these times. In fact, he still has his first pay packet.
So people, you know, I love the church. I'm going to take you in and show you around.
What's that there, Polly? Projector.
Projector, look at it.
There's the old organ up there. In memory of William Bowman, And where them houses are, what we were just in, Francis Street, there'd have been a good, probably half a mile walk, I'd imagine, from where Colliery was. That's in Hetton le Hole. So when the workers obviously finished work, they used to walk down the pit road, and then just at the top of the pit road, what did they go into straight away? You'd imagine a pub. And the sea behind me is the gates to Colliery, which is local to Hetton le Hole, just about probably half a mile, quarter of a mile down into Hetton le Hole town centre. The pit, the Jane shaft, opened in 1825 and the pit closed not long after the miners' strikes in 1986, and this was the main entrance. And there isn't much there. You can still see some remnants, but I remember as a kid walking up here. I mean, my dad, granddad, a lot of my family worked in here. And I remember as a kid walking up the pit road, and you could see the shaft with the wheels and the pulley at the top. And it was a fantastic sight, and obviously when it closed, it did break a lot of hearts for the people around Hetton. A lot of people lost their jobs and then had to go on and find other trades. But yeah, it was a big loss to the community. After the pit closed, there was a lot of restoration went on. If you can see behind me here, that is where the lakes is. They basically built a lake, and it's good for family members to go over there now. And I suppose that has, for the younger generation growing up in Hetton le Hole, it is a lot cleaner environment, if I'm honest. But this was the road that the pitmen would walk all the way down and then up into Hetton le Hole, and just right at the top, you know, imagine after they'd finished the shift here, the workers, they'd walk down there, and then they'd be greeted probably by the first pub they could come to, and then they would all congregate in the pub, and then talk about everyday life, what happened down the pit, stays down the pit, I suppose. And and the wives would be at home cooking and cleaning and just the usual stuff that they used to do back in the day. Right, so we're just about to go down the mine.
Oh,
This is a drift mine
it's little, isn't it?
from back in the day, Pauline. Are you scared?
Yeah, I don't like heights and I don't like closed-in spaces.
Sorry, when I could finally see the light of day, it was forced to stay down that very mine.
Duck Andrew.
We're in the middle, and I'm also recording it on here. Hot 6'4", and you know what, right? Your back's killing already. And we're not even down there fully.
Them pool miners, I bet they were all like hunchbacks.
Alright, this neat contraption here is known as the Cisco coal cutter. It was invented in 1906 in Sheffield. What it does is it runs on compressed air, punches, and then undercuts the coal roughly 350 times per minute. So as you guys can imagine, it's way more efficient and makes a lot more money for the mining companies than a miner and his trusty old hand tools. First of all, can you all breathe quite nicely down here? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Well, back in 1913, they weren't so lucky. There was no ventilation down here, which meant that all the dust and all the soot produced from a machine like that, punching and undercutting the coal 350 times per minute, would slap miners in the face and wake them up in the morning. That dust and soot would actually enter miners' lungs, resulting in many of them suffering from a disease known as pneumoconiosis, or as it's more commonly known as black lung. Hence, this machine would take a huge, and I mean a huge amount of a miner's lifespan away from them, just from a single use. If a miner was lucky in 1913, they would only live up until around 50 years.
Oh God.
It just touched everyone, including myself, and some children that live down here. Alright, can you guys all tell the difference between what's coal and what's stone with these nice new modern LED lights? Yeah, it's pretty difficult. For those of you who do not know, coal is black and shiny. It can be found at the top. Now stone is usually grey and matte, but thanks to the lovely British weather, it's also shiny. It can be found at the bottom. So, can you all tell the difference between coal and stone? Now.
Definitely not.
No. So, as you guys have just seen, or didn't see, the lighting down here back in 1913 was absolutely appalling. Which meant that when miners were trying to fill their 8 to 14 half-ton tubs are full during an 8-hour shift, half of a single tub would obviously get filled with coal.
Yeah, so I don't know if you can see there, guys, it was a good tour, 15 minutes down, very good. And there's light at the end of the tunnel. Back brake and that, like. Oh.
So Andrew,
Yeah.
I now know where that northern saying comes from.
What's that?
Like people who have big hands, they used to say they've got hands like pan shovels. That's why.
This behind us is where they would have collected the pit lamps.
Yeah.
They used to hand the tokens in, and then they would be handed a pit lamp, just like that.
Yeah, so they all had their own and they knew who was down the mines.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you seen the site? Spitting in the lamp cabin is prohibited.
Yeah.
Spitting the coal that was in the moss.
No, they used to have, what do you call it, like backy, didn't they?
Chewing back, yeah,
Chewing
right,
sniff.
yeah.
These some of the tools they used to use to, when they were fixing them and keeping them nice and clean.
There's the medicine cupboard, ambulance cabinet.
So just behind us is the fish shop. We'll have a quick walk up and show you where we're going to get some fish and chips, but the queue is absolutely horrendous. And there's something about the fish shop where it's the only one round here with a coal burning fire that they use to cook the fish and chips and fry the oil in it.
Yeah, it's the old-fashioned way. We'll have a walk up and have a look, but
I'll show you.
we're not going to queue.
Hey Pauline,
Yeah,
imagine going to work on one of them.
I know. They're nice, aren't they?
There's the bus depot.
Northern Bus Company.
Yeah, that's where the trams are. Cheers, guys. We're having a cup of coffee in these 1950 glasses, or cups, should I say.
It's like Pyrex.
And I remember when my mum had some of these.
Yeah, I remember.
To be fair, there's probably still quite a bit of these kicking about in the world. So yeah.
Our next door neighbour used to have them, they were brown.
Right, okay, the toasters have come. I'm going to tuck in. Nice, about 10-15 minute wait.
Yeah, and then I'm going to treat him to some aniseed twists out in the sweet shop.
Oh, yes. So there you are, Pauline.
I know, I'm going to be posting a letter in there to the police about you.
Look at that, how it was back in the day. You wouldn't get that now, would you?
Nah.
You see, that's where the tram runs through. Around in that area there, that is the newly developed 50s area. And that's where we just were in the cafe. You can see there's the Grand Cinema. Some mix of that, isn't it? The superhuman media. This is where they carry out the bakery and they sell them just here next door. So they have a selection of jam tart, lemon sponge, Beamish gingerbread, tea loaf and some shortbread. So what's that like, Pauline?
To chew shortbread.
Any good?
I don't know, I'm eating the fruit one.
Oh, the fruit one? Mm-hmm. Try this. Freshly baked up there. Just over here they have the Masonic Hall.
And Barclays Bank.
It's just next to the bank, yeah, I've just said so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this here is the photographers. You can go into each and every one of these. Yeah, so when you come in here, you can dress up. I think it's £20 to do that. And you get your photograph took.
You can still keep lectures, they still work to this day. They're actually quite fascinating if you ever see it. A lot of times we had times a few years ago, and I came close to keeping them, but they wouldn't let me. Obviously mine didn't obviously do a job, but obviously if you haven't been a jar, you can actually see them sucking on the side of the glass, so you can actually see the inside, and I'm more like fascinated by the idea of what's going on in there.
You'd have probably spent a lot of time in there, Pauline, back in the day.
The apothecary.
Just over there's the chocolate shop, Pauline's favourite place. And that's the press. You can go upstairs, you can see all the old ink and all the old like tapestry that they used for printing the newspapers. In here we have Cowie and Co. So I'd imagine back in the day this is probably somewhere where I would have worked, definitely. There's all the old signs. The old car there, two-seater at the back.
Yeah. There's the first electric bike.
Where there?
Yeah, but it's a motor oil one.
So this is the workshop then, Pauline?
You'd have loved it in here, wouldn't you?
So I was just saying to these guys, I
Yeah.
would have loved it in there. I'd have been fixing you. Well, you would you have had a motor car?
Of course I would.
I think only the rich and the privileged back in the day would have had one of these, wouldn't
I'd have had a horse and cart if I was lucky.
The Renault is 350.
Oh, the old bulbs.
Well, no, the most expensive on top you get is 7.7 litre, which is £950 each chassis. You then have to pay someone to build it, actually. You get 4 wheels and it's 2 wheels.
Oh yeah.
Like Chitty Bang Bang, isn't it?
Is there? Yeah. There's all the overhead hoists there, and crane, lifting the engines out. Yeah, so they had to measure out the petrol back in the days into the cans. Pull it out of there.
Petrol on tap.
And here is the grocery store, so we're just about to go in. So you can see how busy it is. And to be fair, I think I keep on saying this is probably the busiest that we've seen it. So yeah.
Used to buy the biscuit by the weight.
Is there?
Yeah.
The sweets there. Brown trees.
Yeah. Strawberry creams. Box full.
Remember all that is. You slide backwards and forwards to be able to get to whatever they needed from the top shelf.
So are we showing you going through the houses?
Yes, it was quite a nice day today, but that's still pretty cold. So that would help to keep your cheese or your butter or your milk. So if Mum didn't have a proper chiller, she wouldn't have a fridge like we've got today.
Do you buy smaller amounts?
Yeah, just like cool that.
Mum would have a scullery. She'd probably have a stone slab or a marble slab in the scullery.
Yeah.
And your cheese, your milk, your butter, you would stand them on the slab to help keep it fresh. Yes, no electricity. But the lady may come and they just buy 4 ounces of butter or 4 ounces of margarine. You would only buy as you need, you wouldn't buy too much. Then, of course, look, the price would come. And
2 and 3. I hope you've got that money. Have you?
I think, right, back in there again, I'm going to ring 8 shillings and 5 pence. Right, going to wind it up again. 8 shillings and 5 pence. Okay to come up? Yeah?
There's the till here.
So it's all manual as such.
All aboard!
Flannel nighties and undercrackers.
You're going to need to get your undercrackers like Pauline?
Yeah, want to get some nice long flannel knickers. Look at all the little baby boots.
Yeah.
In the olden days, half of them didn't have boots, did they? Didn't have shoes.
twice the size, we only bought off to Beamish. So it's twice as long.
Imagine if I was born in them days.
We've got a team lounge there.
What's that?
So you can
I wouldn't have been able to get any shoes to fit us. I'd have been walking about in men's shoes.
so you could
Because what size are you?
Yeah.
if you wanted, you could get. So the car further down might have a different dividend. Might be more, might be less. So it's still, a good way of good way of saving without actually putting any of your old money.
And it's good because every stall you go into, there's someone there and they tell you a little bit of history about the place and tell you what it used to be like, obviously back in the day.
Wash tubs.
Get dividend, right?
Yeah.
It's a Lamson Paragon system. It was developed in the States in the 1870s and it was sold all over the world. So it's because you get dividend, there's a sign on the wall there. You get 4 trunks and 3 fines for every pound you spend.
Right.
So every 3 months you're basically getting 20% back of what you spent in this entire block. So when you buy something, we have to make a record of it and we can only do a certain amount. So it's a wooden ball that opens. There's a penny that would buy something that goes in there. You'll have a dividend book with your individual number on. I don't even need to know your name, just your number.
Yeah.
So I'll write your number on an invoice that goes in there and we clamp it together. See, once it gets to the cash office, they write it in a ledger book. And when we shut tonight, somebody will look for your file with your number on and they'll transfer what's in the ledger book onto your file. So, but obviously we haven't got time to do that, so we don't. So that's clamped together. So your penny's in here.
And away it goes. And there she goes,
It'll come back with a receipt which will stick into the back of your dividend book and you'll be able to work out how much dividend you're going to get.
Oh, yeah, that's clever, isn't it? Brilliant.
It's just it's totally impossible for me to go and look for your file.
Yeah.
It's just sent the office.
Sent the office, oh, good.
And it'll come back with any change.
Yeah. Lovely, thank you.
So we're going to go over to the Sun Inn. That was in Bishop Auckland and it got taken down the same as a lot of the buildings did, brick by brick, when I was a kid. I'm going to find some photos out for Andrew to put on before it was taken down, just before it was taken down. Most of my family went in there and I know there was a back room for the women and all me granny and her sisters and friends used to go in the back room and just have fun. Do you want a pint, Andy?
How are the legs away?
How are the back room?
But it wasn't £6.50 a pint back in them days though. So this is the back room. Obviously you had the piano back in the day. This is where the entertainment would happen. Got the fire over there in the corner. That would take you straight down and out the side of the pub. Pub is when you had too much. The old telephone. There's the jukebox. Back in the day, I've seen it. So we've just been in there, a couple of beers. Cheers.
Cheers to all my relatives who used to come in.
And the most frightening thing about this experience is you get to keep the cups because it's take away, but how much was it?
£16
for two. Directly just in front of us is the tea rooms, and to gain access to that you walk through the gates of the park, and then at the top there where you see the doors are open, and then you can get into the tea rooms just above there. Right, Pauline?
Yeah.
I'm going to take the guys in here.
Yeah.
It's the teacher's house. You stay there and you hold the drinks. Does that sound like a deal?
I'll try.
Try not to drink them all.
All right.
Here we go. Florence Smith, the teacher of pianoforte and singing. Ooh. That's where it all went on. There you go, quick scour in there, guys.
They're cool, aren't they?
Doing some more baking. Aye, alright. What are you making?
So we've been making some shortbread today, and some bread as well.
Oh, very nice.
And now we're just getting it ready for tomorrow.
Oh, right.
Sundays you'd have, after you came back from church, you'd have your Sunday dinner, and then you'd have tea and biscuits and cakes. So that's what we've just been getting ready for today.
Really? Oh, lovely. Then up the stairs we go. It's good because, like I say, every room you go into, people will tell you a bit about the place, you know. Now, how elegant is this? They've been top notch for obviously back in the day, wouldn't it? There's a little bed. And to be fair, they're not too dissimilar to some of the tourist houses where we used to live in Hetton le Hole. 2 bigger bedrooms and a smaller bedroom. So now we're heading off down to the stables. There's a Newcastle breweries. It's all the carts, as they call them, the carriages. And that there is from Newcastle at one time. Finney's Seeds. And then this will be the stables where they keep all the horses.
Traditional English folk song called the Lincolnshire Poacher.
Shows your best dance. You can see there's the Grand Cinema. And that's the 50s estate, which obviously there's still plenty of them houses kicking about in the UK, isn't there?
So the lady was telling us that they only do short shows, and it's videos from around the area, just because so there's more of a turnover and everyone will get in.
So that's them there. No. It was a video actually, it wasn't a picture. Why would I want to take a picture of you? Can we ask? It's very random.
She's not here, she's never been. I can see the screen.
Oh no, I'm taking one of there.
She's already
Yeah, yes, I'm talking to myself actually. It's for YouTube. So yeah, what we've got here, so there's the chippy fish and chips.
So a lady came in the cafe that we were in and she said she'd stood in that queue at the fish and chip shop for an hour.
Yeah, when we come it was all the way around there though.
Yeah, she said it didn't move though. So
So there you have radio and electrical services for Reece's. It's where you'll buy all your fridges and your washing machines and stuff like that.
Look at the big back tellies.
Check that telly out.
Kids of this day and age will never know what it's like to only have 3 channels and have to get up and turn it over.
Check that fridge out, Pauline.
I know, I wonder if you can open it. I'll tell you what it is, old fridges are better than new fridges.
Right.
Yeah. Look at that little beaut.
You can order this one now for next year, Pauline. Look at all the old posters.
Are these a twin tub? Like your washing machines?
See, some of these have started to come back in fashion again, haven't they? But obviously with the DAB, like a digital one.
Yeah, they look nice. They look nice.
Something about these dolls here. Oh, that'll be my worst nightmare, that. Big strap doll like myself, 6'4". That scares the life out of us. Nobody's still digging the diff.
Hey Andrew, you see that there? Teddy Bear's Picnic, right? I remember when I was a kid, you used to be able to get little dolls in like a matchbox doll. And my mum used to get me them, I loved them.
Can you still like, get them like?
They were little like that. And you used to come in like a matchbox type thing.
So you can't get them anymore?
No. We should still have them.
Right. The Hornby train set over there, the Mallard. It's the record breaker. Moving on. I was never allowed in shops like that when I was a kid. My mum and dad had an out. I mean, even the birds flew upside down because it was not worth shit. I've got it! Let's take it back!
They'll soon chuck us out.
Now, to me, these houses here, Pauline,
yeah,
they don't look too dissimilar to what it's like where we normally live anyway. Hetton le Hole, a lot of the houses are still like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get that, it's 1950s, but they've built these most recently.
That must be the gardens. Can you remember when gardens used to be like that? Just
Still
all
like,
old wooden doors and...
Still like that where we? Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Must be in North. I mean, what's it like down south? Do you still have allotments like that? Let us know in the comment section. And also, while we're on, can you please like and subscribe? And remember...
It's free!
And it's free! Morris Minor.
Them beautiful horses. There's age miners. There'll be the bungalows, won't the cottages.
Yeah. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello there. How can I help you?
What type of accent was that?
It's my posh one.
You sounded more Irish to me, Pauline.
Hello there. How can I help you?
Oh, that's better. Thank you, darling. There's all the old...
Andrew, I arrest you in the name of the law. Here's your kitchen.
See, compared to the Colliery houses back over there, how...
Belfast sink. Hey, they were posh, these, they had electric kettle.
The lights work anyway. Check the television out, Pauline.
I know.
You get ITV on there. GB News?
No.
No?
I'll sit on it and get me on it.
I mean, look at that. You wouldn't be able to crash out over that, would you?
Well, no, because people didn't lie about. They just sat there. It was the socialising. It was the living room.
It was, wasn't it?
For the guests.
I remember my mum used to have a rack with all the magazines and that in.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the 50s, isn't it? So.
I've got the date or picture, Brel.
Hello, sir.
Hello there.
Are you all right?
I'm canny.
What's happening in here?
This is just my living room. I'm the police sergeant.
Oh, okay, yeah, here she is. Hey, can you just take her away from me, please?
Wasn't me.
So I'm the sergeant. This is my living room. It's 1958. I'm not allowed a mortgage. I'm not allowed a council house, and I'm not allowed to rent. And I'm not allowed to live anywhere else other than where I work. So the part in the middle is my sort of official office.
Yeah.
That's the police office. That's where when I start my beat, I base my beat around from there. That if you've lost a purse or you've lost a dog, you would come across and you would tell me there. That office is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And my wife, even though she has got nothing to do with the police service, is expected to help me with the...
Really?
Yeah.
So it's all those sort of things.
So do you think a future sergeant going forward in today's world, do you think it would be totally different?
Oh yeah, of course.
Would be, wouldn't it?
I mean, first of all, I'm living here because I'm not allowed a mortgage.
Yeah.
In a couple of years' time, whenever it is, let's say in 1978, 1979, as a police sergeant, I'll be allowed to take out a mortgage.
Yeah.
I'll be allowed a little bit more independence.
Yeah.
I won't have to live in the same place as I'm working.
Crazy, isn't it?
I also won't have to live with me constable. I mean, he's a nice guy.
He's getting on okay.
I get on well with him, but so he would allow all those changes to come in as the years.
Yeah. So are you writing down a journal of what's happened for today?
I'm
today's
just
event?
writing down a little journal of what's happening today. I mean, I should really do that in the office. But I can't write when I'm sitting, standing up. So I'm sitting down and just keeping a record of all the things that I've done today.
So as far as crimes would go in the 50s, what would you think you'd be looking at from a day-to-day basis? I know you said I've come in and lost my dog. What happened with you? You've lost your purse.
You've lost your purse. I mean, my job here in 2025, in the future, I think this will be called community policing.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing is it's more crime prevention that I'm involved with. So when those teddy boys start gathering around the bowling green at night, I'll go and move them on, and I'll give them a clip across the ear if I get a little lip out of them. In some cases, I'll tell their dads and I'll leave their dads to sort out their problems. So I'll be checking on those sort of routine. I think in the future, possibly in the future, in 40 years time, 50 years time, that might be called antisocial behaviour. So I'll be watching out for that. The other thing is, again, it's crime prevention. So, you know, there's somebody came in to me earlier on today and said I'm going on holiday tomorrow. So when I'm on holiday, I know where to live. So I've got me beat. I've got the whole route off. But I'll just adjust the beat for that particular day, just to check up on what's going on in the house, to check that the lights are off. And
excellent. It makes you wonder whether you get that type of service in today's society.
I know,
but,
it's a shame
things
we
were
don't
not
have it
simple
now.
back in the days.
I mean,
and the bowling green, same again. We've seen quite a lot of these being closed down around the northeast, which is a shame because they're not funded anymore by the councils, unfortunately. Which I say it is a shame, isn't it?
I'm going next door. I'm not even knocking.
Go on and get yourself in. So there's the allotments. They were quite big. Grow the produce, all the lettuces and cabbages and tomatoes. I certainly know up until most recently, my granddad and my dad had allotments. And I think they're building that many houses now. They're taking over the land, aren't they? They buy the land off, they sell the land off. And you're lucky to have a plot of land out the back of your house where you could grow stuff. Yeah, that's the 50s end.
I'm just thinking, Andrew, look at that. A community bowling green. You can play mini golf round there. The aged miners, bungalows, community hall. You never get that now, do you?
No.
There's no community anymore.
No, I don't think so. Not like what it used to be anyway. Even when we were growing up.
Yeah.
70s, it's all gone.
Yeah.
We've got the Winchester Stompers on. Fabulous northern roots. We've missed them, it was at 12 o'clock today. It's a musical extravaganza. So back in Hetton where the band hall was from, there is a community centre. It's a bit different to this, but that's still there, and it was bought years ago, and there's loads of cars and vans and stuff outside, and nobody uses it anymore. But you can still see the remnants of Hetton le Hole when they had a community just like this. And just next to where the band hall used to be, just there, this was the community centre. And I remember as a kid coming down here, we'd have lots of different fairs and everything going on in this field. And as you can see there, it is, yeah, totally shut down and no longer in use. But so many good memories here as a child.
This will have been where the midwife came, you could bring your kids to get weighed, and I remember going to little clinics. Yeah.
That is basically it. We've run out of time. We can't show you everything, unfortunately. Yeah, same again. Hope you've enjoyed this. Please give us a thumbs up and like. We're now going to head back up. We'll quickly show you around the gift shop. Then we're going to head back to the base camp.
Yeah.
And we're going to show you the site. And just a quick information about the site. It's a CS site. And how much was it a night, Polly?
£10, I think.
It's £10 a night.
But it's literally 5 minutes away from Beamish.
Straight road, straight down, and it's yeah, your typical CS site, very secluded. I mean, it was lovely and peaceful last night.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have showers, it doesn't have electric hook up again, but it has
water. That's all it's got, hasn't it?
Water and
Elson Point.
Yeah. But you know, just as a stopover if you want to come, or even for a couple of nights. I mean, we've stopped a couple of nights. We were there last night, obviously, and tonight.
Yeah. But we were up early this morning and out.
Yeah.
So
we'll take you back and we'll quickly show you around there, and then we might have a look to the pub later on, just up the top of the road. It's a 2-minute walk.
Oh, Andrew, do I have to?
Same again. I don't even think it's a 2-minute walk. It's literally just on the entrance to the site. There's a pub. It's called the Plough Inn.
All right, then I'll go.
The Sunderland Cooperation.
Like in today's modern world, where everything's 90 mile an hour and cars fly, in the olden days, how do people actually get run over by trams because they go that slow? It's like...
It's probably just because they had too much of that, man.
Yeah, but like...
Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So up in here, in the forestry area, we're walking up. We've just walked from the 50s, just beyond where them trees are there, in the old town. And you walk up here, through the forest, and during the Christmas season, it's all done out, and also for Halloween. And they do lots of Halloween activities, obviously come October.
Andrew.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you couldn't grow a tash like that.
I bet you I could. Lollipop, lollipop. Big tubs of sweets there. Coming with the cola cubes.
Yeah, I used to love them.
Pear drops?
Yeah, pear drops.
Check them out.
Creamy, crumbly fudge.
Lovely. And this is probably something that we should have told you at the beginning. You cannot get a mobile phone signal when you're down there.
Not anywhere.
So now we're back at the campsite. Behind me is the pub. And from the campsite to the pub, it's literally about 1.5 minute, 2-minute walk. The campsite is literally just here if I spin you around. So you just turn in and then the entrance is at the back. And then obviously that is the pub there. Also, just down the road in the Pilar, there's a big Nisa shop. So you get everything that you need there, all essentials. Lots of takeaways. And it is in a location from Chester Street. Probably it's about 5 minutes down the road, and you have different links up to the A1. There's a roundabout for the Durham turn off, the A690. Just when you turn off the A690, there's a park and ride on your left hand side, and you can also camp in there if you have a motorhome or a camper van. And it's dead cheap. I think you just go through the council website, and from there you can get the park and ride into Durham. But this site specifically is really close for obviously Beamish Musesm, where we've just been, and also for Chesley Street, Newcastle, Sunderland and Durham. And then when you come onto site, you're greeted by the Camping and Caravan Club sign. When you come past the sign, you just veer to your right, just there, and then we are based in the field, which is surrounded by lovely trees. We have had solar all day, so we've been actually all right. The sun is hitting the caravan, which is good. Yeah. So it's a very peaceful site. Another good night's sleep last night that we had. As we mentioned before, there's no showers or toilets, but it has your drinking water, which is just here, and then your chemical cleaning, and then just over there, that is where your chemical disposal point is. So yeah, and then you're surrounded by, seen loads of apple trees, I think they were plum or pear trees. There's alpacas just down there next to us, and I think they let them out in the field next door. And there is a sign saying obviously don't feed them. But it is so peaceful. And I keep on saying, if you want to come up and visit Beamish Musesm, where we've been, providing you have off-site facilities like some gas, solar, it's perfect. Yeah. And there is our base camp there. And Polly has joined me.
So we've been talking to the lady who owns the site, because I asked Andrew if we could park over there near the alpacas, but they're not there. She said they're round here, so we're going to go and say hello.
Yeah, and lovely couple who own the farm just up at the top when you come in. And it was a good point what she actually made, to be fair, about the bus stop outside. So if you do stay here, the bus stop is on the entrance, and it takes you directly into Beamish. So if you want to leave your van, caravan, camper or whatever it is on site, the bus stop's there, drops off, picks up directly outside on the campsite. So you're looking at about 5 minutes direct to Beamish.
Yeah.
Also down to Chesley Street.
It was so handy for Beamish today.
Yeah. In Chesley Street, the bus will take you down there, and there's lots of bars and restaurants, and it's quite a good day or evening out.
Yeah. Hiya.
What you got? What's that? Old alpacas.
You smell pizza? Oh look, it's like got it's dappled. Oh look at the dust coming off it.
Hello.
Hiya.
What you got?
Likes you, Andrew.
Yeah. Friendly. Okay then, right, so now we're going to pick a winner for the LED sign. And that was from the last vlog, and if you remember, you had to go into the comment section, and then what was that? What did they have to do again?
I came up with the idea. We're in Beamish, and I said, why don't we get everyone to let us know the best museum they've ever been to in the comments.
So we needed to pick one at random, and I've used the YouTube random picker again. So thank you to everybody who commented, or if you did comment, and yeah, I'm going to pick that now. So over to me and Pauline back at home, and we're going to select the winner now. So good luck. And that is us home, all safe and sound now. Now for anybody who's up in the region, and if you haven't been to Beamish Musesm, we highly recommend it. It is a fantastic day out, and you will have lots of fun. So moving on, check the eyes out. This is the LED sign from a Toto. We thought it retailed around about 70 quid on Amazon site, but on their website it's shown about 140 quid. But I will leave a link in the description, and also there is a discount code if you do want to go in and purchase it. So yeah, and once again, a big thank you to Toto for sending these out. If you go back to our previous vlog where we did a review on our Swift Basecamp 2, we actually did the unboxing and setting up of this sign, and me and Pauline had a fantastic weekend just playing around with the sign in general, and that sounded wrong. So on the previous vlog, the question to win this was, what was your favourite museum? And again, we'd like to say a big thank you to everybody who did comment and like that vlog. Okay, so this is the video here from the previous vlog, You can see there was 91 comments in total. So what I do now is I go down to newest first, and then just scroll down. You can see that's from the newest comment from the top, and then working all the way down to the oldest comment. And then I've counted down the comments to everybody who commented on the word museum and their favourite museum. I've then moved everybody who commented across to this spreadsheet and give each person an individual number. I haven't added any replies. This is solely just anybody who commented on their favourite museum. And there was 25 in total. And then moving over to pick a wheel, we then crack on and pick a winner. So I change the maximum to 25, the minimum leave that at 0. And then we're ready to spin. So here we go, everyone. As soon as I spin this, the winner will be announced. So good luck, everyone. Here we go. And it is number 4. That is the Adventures of Sinclair. Well done. Well done, the Adventures of Sinclair. This is yours. Our email address is in the main link description if you send us your details, and then we'll get this sent straight out to you. We also have lots of other giveaways coming up in the next few vlogs, so remember to stay tuned. So guys, that is it from us, and we'd like to say a big thank you for watching this, and remember, as always, please like and subscribe. And once again, we'll catch you again in the next one. Bye.